She thought the cold would break me. The snow was still falling when she slammed the cabin door, the echo rattling through my stitched ribs. My appendix scar burned, but not as much as her voice did when she shouted through the car window, "Oh, I changed the locks on your apartment!" Then the engine roared. Tires spun. Her laughter tangled with his. I watched their taillights disappear into the white wilderness, and I smiled, because she had no idea what I'd already set in motion, and certainly no idea what was waiting for her at the airport. I didn't always smile like that, not when I first met her. Back then she felt like warmth after a long winter. A whirlwind in a red dress who claimed she loved how calm I was, how predictable. I mistook her excitement for sincerity. I mistook her attention for devotion. She said she liked that I listened. I didn't realize she liked it because quiet men are easy to manipulate. We married fast, too fast. But I trusted her, the way a man trusts a rope while dangling over a cliff. Only later did I learn she was the one who frayed it. The first crack appeared on a Wednesday night. She came home smelling like expensive cologne she didn't wear. Her hair was messy. Her excuses were messier. She talked too much, avoided my eyes, laughed at things that weren't funny. I didn't confront her. I just watched. The next clues were smaller. A sudden love for late yoga classes. A locked phone. Half-whispered giggles in the bathroom. But it was the credit card charges, hotel bars, luxury dinners for two that turned suspicion into certainty. Still, I showed nothing. A calm man is underestimated. A calm man is forgotten in the corner of the room. A calm man is invisible. And invisibility is a powerful weapon. The day before my surgery, I finally found what I needed, a message on her laptop, left open by mistake. Same plan for tomorrow? He'll be drugged and out. Maldives, 2 weeks, no interruptions. They even used a heart emoji. Cute. I didn't feel rage. I felt clarity, crystal sharp. I closed the laptop gently, like sealing a coffin. Then I began planning. My revenge didn't start with anger. It started with legal documents. 3 weeks earlier, I'd moved my savings, quietly, into a private business account under my name only. The joint account, the one she thought held everything, had just enough to bait her into confidence. I also filed for a freeze order on our shared assets, effective upon irregular financial activity. I just had to wait for her to trigger it. Then there was the small matter of her boyfriend. He wasn't exactly single. His wife was a lawyer with a temper and a talent for discovery. I sent her an anonymous tip containing screenshots, dates, and receipts. As for the airport, well, I'll get there. When she dropped me off at the cabin, more like abandoned me to die slowly, I played along. I let her believe she'd won. I let her believe she was clever. But the Jeep she drove away in wasn't hers. It was a rental booked under her name and paid with the joint account she'd just emptied. And in the trunk, right beneath her luggage, was a small package delivered that morning. A package containing 14 grams of unregistered diamonds. And a tracking beacon. Airport security loves tracking beacons. I'd timed it perfectly. I stayed in the cabin long enough for her to get comfortable. Then I reached under the loose floorboard where I'd stashed a phone. Not my primary one, she'd taken that like a trophy, but the emergency one she never knew about. I called a cab from the nearest town. Pain stabbed my side with every step, but adrenaline carried me. By the time I reached the city, the show had already started. I walked into the airport arrivals lounge just as she was being pulled aside by security. Her boyfriend stood frozen, pale, sweating through his designer shirt. Officers opened the trunk. She stared at the diamonds as if they had materialized from thin air. "Ma'am, you want to explain this?" Her mouth opened. Nothing came out. The bank freeze notification chimed next. Her card declined. Her getaway evaporated. Then, as if summoned by karma itself, the lawyer wife stormed toward her boyfriend like a missile. It was beautiful. She spotted me moments later across the hall. Her face twisted, confusion, anger, dawning realization. She mouthed, "You?" I nodded once. That's when she broke. Not loud, just silent collapse. The moment a predator realizes the prey was never prey at all. I didn't stay long. I didn't need to. I walked away before she could scream, before she could plead, before she could pretend she loved me again. Outside, the snow had started falling over the city too. Soft, slow, cleansing. For the first time in months, my chest felt light.
People think revenge is about fury. It isn't. It's about balance, about restoring the weight of truth. She thought she left me trapped. She thought she stole my future. But she never understood the simplest thing. I don't burn when left in the cold. I sharpen.